Merab is fighting Petr Yan at UFC 323 in a rematch, and after he put on one of the craziest paces in their first fight, the rematch is going to be the same. The first fight was not competitive. Merab set the record for the most takedowns attempted with 49. Yan's rhythm was completely off, and I don't think that's something that he can change or adjust when he's fighting Merab. I mean, what adjustments is Yan going to come out with? He's already known as a slow starter, so when Merab puts that pace on him to begin the fight, and Yan falls behind on the scorecards, how is he going to win the fight? Just fall behind round after round and get mentally broken with the thought of how the first fight went in his head. Also, since their last fight, I think Merab's gotten better. Of course, his confidence is as high as it's ever been. He's talking about fighting until he's 50. Everybody is calling him the greatest bantamweight ever, which he is. I mean, look at the fights he's won since then. He's beat Cejudo and was just carrying him around the octagon, beat O'Malley twice and finished him in one of those. He beat Umar, who was supposed to be his biggest threat, and I think he still is. That rematch will happen eventually. And if you remember correctly, Merab was actually the betting underdog in that fight. And of course, he beat Sandhagen in his last fight. I think Merab's striking has improved since then. He has more confidence on the feet. I mean, he almost finished Sandhagen, and that's supposed to be Corey's strength. If you can't even beat Merab in that department, you got no chance. Yan is the same fighter as he was in their first fight, in my opinion. He still beats a lot of the other guys. He's as elite as it gets. But there's no more growth there to overcome losing 50-45 to Merab. He's been maintaining what he is these last couple of fights. Yan needs time to get a read on his opponent. He sits back and then builds on that and just gets a rhythm. You can't do that against Merab. Timing doesn't work when Merab is shooting 49 takedowns in a fight. You're on defense the whole time. Also, it's a 5-rounder. Maybe in a 3-rounder, Yan has a chance, but Merab starts fast and ends fast. There's no slowing down in his game. It's why he can actually lose the first 2 rounds to Umar, but still win the fight. Nobody can keep up with him. I already talked about Merab's confidence because of the win streak he's on and the names he's beaten, but the confidence that comes with winning their first fight, the way he did, is unmatchable. He knows he can break Yan because he already did it. You can see maybe him having a sense of doubt in his first fight against O'Malley, right? He saw O'Malley knock out Aljo right in front of him after he was fully confident that Aljo would win. I could see some doubt and maybe confidence not being as high in that particular fight, but none of that is going to exist here. It's actually the exact opposite. Also, let's just say that somehow Yan does stop the takedowns. Maybe he starts to fight faster as well, and maybe he just looks faster than he's ever looked. Will that even matter? Merab just needs the threat of the takedown there every single time. You could stuff his first 5 attempts and it still won't matter. He's not going to stop, and Yan is going to have to be defensive and react to it every time, throwing off his rhythm. Merab has never needed to be perfect to win a fight. He can make it dirty, he can have plenty of failed takedown attempts, but still make the fight look like a dominant win. There's going to be desperation there though, that is what I will say. The way Merab talks, it seems he has no intention of moving up anytime soon, but also has no intentions of retiring. So he's going to be ruling over the bantamweight division for a long time. So if this rematch just goes the same way the last fight did, then Yan is not going to get another shot at Merab, who is going to want to see that fight for the 3rd time. So Yan has to put his all into this rematch. He knows that this is most likely his last shot at Merab. However, regardless of that, I think Merab wins this fight just as dominantly. Completely outworks him and becomes the guy to have that sort of invincible aura where people just feel like he's not beatable right now, which he might already have. But what is next for Merab? I think it should be Umar. If he were to win his next fight against Figueiredo, I think Umar will be next. He fights in January, so he and Merab should be on a similar timeline, and that rematch I would actually be excited for, unlike this one. Merab is already the greatest bantamweight ever, and he's just going to continue to add to that when he beats Yan for a 2nd time.